Okay, here is IHTB, kind of looking like the Taliban right now. Can't see me, all you can do is hear me. Do you love me? I hope so. Here's one for Big Daddy. Look very closely. This is a book, Halas, an autobiography, obviously written by George S. Halas. This goes back to a little discussion we had about 2 years ago, questioning whether or not I even had this book. But sure enough, I do. Bought it off of Amazon. You can still buy it on Amazon. Right now it's going for $1.49. The reason I bought this was because of that. Right there on page 171. That is an IOU. It's an IOU that George Halas gave to the Green Bay Packers. Back in 1932, Halas had trouble making his payroll. Couldn't keep his team afloat. So, the Packers loaned him some money. Right there. Actually, it wasn't, well, yeah, I should say, yeah. In other words, they didn't really loan him the money, but they didn't take the money that they were owed to him. Halas owed them a lot of money. He had to pay other bills, whatever. It's a $1,500 IOU, which he did pay back the next year, but that sneaky Halas, he was supposed to pay it back with interest, and he didn't. He just turned over the $1,500. That sneaky guy, I tell you what. So, how do I look? Do I look like the Taliban? Do I look like a terrorist? Maybe, but I'm not a terrorist. I'm a Green Bay Packer fan, and I'm an owner. You know what? That's what I should dig up. I own 1 share of stock in the Green Bay Packers Incorporated. What does it get me? It doesn't get me jack shit. I can go to an owners meeting every year in Lambeau Field. Actually, it's not in Lambeau Field, but they give tours of Lambeau Field now. And I did go to one, and it was boring as hell. It was pie charts and revenue. Stuff that I didn't give a shit about. Stuff that the fans in attendance at Lambeau Field that day couldn't give a shit about. All they wanted to do was talk about Gilbert Brown. And they wanted to talk about Reggie White's comments to the state legislator about homosexuals. That's all they wanted to talk about. Didn't want to talk about, where's the money going, how's the team doing, or how's the organization doing money-wise, are we okay, are we in the red, how are we doing? I vowed never to go one of those again, because it was boring. But I've since learned that now that the novelty has worn off, nobody goes anymore. So, they now have a very small meeting of about maybe 20 to 30 people who show up, and they've been giving them tours of Lambeau Field, free tours, free cookies, free drinks. Damn, I think I'm going to go this year. See, that's what happens. They always hold it like on a Wednesday afternoon in July. So in other words, I'd have to take off of work if I wanted to go. But you know what? I think I'm going to do that this year. Maybe I won't take off of work. Maybe I'll just be sick. Sick. That's what I'll do. So, peace and love to you. IHTB out.